Welcome, YouTube. We have another deck profile with you from Nate.
My name's Blake DAUTERIVE.
Alright, and you just topped which regional?
I got a 7th at Mendenhall, Mississippi.
Alright, that's what's up. And what did you top with?
I played my favorite deck. I played my hero deck.
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
Hero.
Heroes.
Hero, yeah, it's the only deck I play, bro.
Oh my god. Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's very unique. That's unique. There was like 2 YCS champions in this event, right?
Yeah, I played one last round.
Oh, word.
I got a tie, but
I got you.
better than a loss.
All right, let's hop right into it. All
right, so for the list, I'm gonna start with the monsters, and I'm gonna start with the elemental heroes. So first we have the main guy that everyone knows, Stratos. Everybody pretty much knows that he's pretty self-explanatory. 2 Shadow Mist. Don't really need to explain most of these. And then I also have Honest Neos and the Liquid Soldier.
Okay.
So a lot of people are cutting Honest Neos. I prefer him because he's material for DPE, and also, I mean, my first round, if I didn't have him, my deck would have lost.
Right.
So that's the ratio I went with. That's for the elemental heroes. For Destiny heroes, 2 Mally, of course. The 1 Denier. This card is broken. The 1 Plasma. These are like the standard ones that everyone plays. Skill Drain. This guy basically makes it so I'm playing a 3rd Mally because this card is broken. And then just 2 I'd play more if I could. And then the win condition of the deck's Dark Angel. This card is really, really broken. Basically, he's Imperial Order for my opponent.
Imperial Order?
Yeah, Imperial Order, the ban card. So basically, if I have 3 Destiny Hero monsters in my graveyard, I can pitch them, give them to my opponent, and then while he controls the card, it's IO for him. And I'll show you the main way that I won most of my games. Is one of them's in my deck, one of the floodgates in my main deck, then one on my side, but I'll show that.
Okay.
That's Destiny Heroes. For the Vision Heroes, I'm playing 3 Fairs, the main extender playmaker.
Seems standard.
Vion, the guy who brings everything together. And then the weird thing is I'm playing 2 Increase. Most people play 1 because he's a Garnet, but the math agrees with 1, but I got emotional and I played a 2nd. I'm really glad I did because I drew 1, and then like, if this was like a going 2nd card, it still wouldn't have mattered. I just really wanted another one in my deck so that I could always play no matter what, especially in a longer event.
I feel that.
And that's it for the monsters. No hand traps.
None?
Just hero cards. And then so next for the spells, we got 3 Hero Lives. This card is broken. Glad it came to 3. Speaking of, another card I'm really glad came to 3 is Fusion Destiny.
Oh yeah.
This card is so broken in my deck. And the 3rd one really comes up. You definitely feel it. I definitely got a huge buff from the ban list. I feel like if I played this deck pre-ban list, like if it was an event pre-ban list, of course I would have played this deck. You really feel the 3rd. Like the math definitely agrees with like playing 3 and playing as close to 40 as possible because you want to draw this card every game, and I drew it a lot. Next, Droplet. This is the only. This is one of the only going 2nd cards I played in my deck. This just hits like so many decks, and it stops Dweller. Basically what a lot of the best decks do. This stops, and in my deck, compared to other decks, like for Sprite, I can still play this against Sprite where a lot of people can't, because I can pitch 3 to 4 cards and I can still kill my opponent. So that's pretty nice. Then next, another win condition in my deck is Dark Claw against Tier Limit. This card is very broken. It also lets me dodge Imperm and stuff going first, but yeah, like Dark Claw against like my Math Mech opponents. It's not great against Sprite. Dark Claw's not great against Sprite, but like I still want the mass change to play around hand traps.
Makes sense.
And then another weird thing is I'm playing 2 Poly instead of 1 because my turn 3 I want to Poly again and not have to rely on Wonder Driver. This is just how I kill my opponent turn 3, because the whole goal of the deck is to go first, stall your opponent as hard as possible turn 1. They can't play their turn 2, and then I kill them on the crackback because my deck deals like 12k damage. Last spells, Rhoda, E-Call. Yeah, I mean, these cards are just, you know, I'm just playing 1 E-Call because the deck's consistent enough, and I have assigned 1, so I'm definitely going to play it. And then Miracle Fusion is searchable. That's it.
I respect the flex.
Yeah, that's right, Jaden. And then, so for the traps, these are like this card is so broken. So this card, I don't think I drew this one that much, but basically the whole goal of the deck is I flip even against a mono-type deck, I can still keep this in, and then I give them Dark Angel, I flip Rivalry, they're locked into Warriors. Not every deck can play under that. And they can't link it away unless they're linking for a Warrior, so like no Link Rebo or anything. And then they can't use spells except for Droplet to get around this. So even if they do Droplet send this away, they still have to play under Rivalry. So, and not every deck can do that right now, especially Tier Element. And it's funny enough, it's also good against Sprite, which is what I played against most of the time. I think Rivalry is pretty good against Sprite as well. And I have 2 Imperm in the main. I wanted 5 going second cards, and this card is good as a 6 cards. I don't really want to play hand traps because you have to draw multiples. So this is a hand trap sort of, but it's like the most impactful one. I can't get talents, stuff like that. So that is it for the deck. That is 41 cards in the main. So I got the extra deck next. Got my Mass Heroes. Got my 2 Dark Law. Big Boy, win condition. I got Blast to dodge Imperm, Acid for back row decks. Did this against my Eldritch opponent. During his end phase, I had these 2 guys, and he was very, very sad. Because all his stuff gets banished, so. And Abz kills all his monsters, just kills all his back row, so.
Unfortunate for the Lich players.
That's right. So for Elemental Heroes, I have Sunrise. This guy's how you kill them turn 3. Sometimes you make him turn 1, but you try not to. Then we have Abz, because he's just like the best one. Elemental hero to summon off of this, and he's so good. One time I was going second against Sprite, and I hard polyed into him, because I had the Liquid Soldier, and I just linked him away into Cross Crusader, chain link 2 Cross Crusader, chain link 1 Abz, and I blew up his board, and that just killed him because without monster on the board, that can't really do anything. And the last Elemental hero I'm playing is Escarado. When you get locked into Fusion Destiny, you want something he can summon off of Miracle Fusion, and sometimes he comes up like, if you summon this turn 1, you get nibbed, and you Fusion Destinied. This lets you put another Dark on the board for to make Dark Law with a Mass Change or something like that. And also, there's a combo with one of the Destiny heroes I'm going to show in a second, and you need him. As for the Elemental Heroes and Mass Heroes, next we have Destiny Heroes, the Big Boy. Definitely the biggest buff my deck could ask for is this guy getting printed. He is so much better in my deck than like everyone else's deck, because they lose 200 attack for each hero card. So on average, like most of the time I was playing, they were losing like 1400 to like 2k attack. And my guys are already big. Like Dark Law's 24. This
so
guy's
it's not just Destiny heroes that they lose attack. It's every hero.
Every hero, and then there's a lot, and it's also you can duplicate names still count. So, and then I have Dangerous for the combo with Fusion Destiny's a 1-card Dark Law as well, but. That's what he's for. And Dominance. This was the guy I wish I would have made him. I made him 0 times, but the idea is that you stack your deck with his effect, and then you miracle into him because you're under Fusion Destiny. So you miracle into him, and then you banish the Liquid Soldier to fuse for him, and you pick the 2 cards you draw off a Liquid Soldier. Okay. So this is how you consistently get to Rivalry. Luckily, I didn't have to do that because, I mean, I just won most of my games having to do that. But there is a combo, but you have to rely on them not drawing hand traps. And then Big Boy Trinity. I didn't do this at all, but like it's just nice to have a kill shot. And that's for the fusions. And for the links, we got 2 Cross, 1 Wonder, 1 Dread Decimator. This guy brings 1 back. He basically lets me search anything for my deck. He's also summons back a Destiny hero. This card is really, really broken. Wonder Driver lets me reset all my stuff, and Dread Decimator gives my guys a lot of attack. I killed 1 guy this way. That's it for the extra. For the side, got the Field Center.
Nice.
I sided 3D Decrow. This card was really bad for me, but I mean, I would have liked that. Like, it's nice to have. 3 Nib, this card was also really bad for me. I don't think I sided this card in 1 time.
Really?
I played 1 tier limit randomly. I played all Sprite pretty much. Runic Sprite and stuff like that. So there's the monsters, and then for back row, I had 2 Cosmic, 3 Lightning Storm for back row. This card came up against the Eldritch guy. I didn't draw this at all, but I was scared of Flunder, so I wanted Lightning Storm as well. And then finally, I have my third Imperm because whenever I'm siding, like, there's not really a whole lot I want to take out going second except for like Dark Angel. So like one easy thing I can do if Imperm's really good is just switch out the Dark Angel for Imperm. And then the really broken card was Gozen. Gozen was like basically another set of rivalry, except they can link Kribo, link away the Dark Angel, which makes it like a little bit worse. But a lot of the decks like Math Mech, Sprite, Tillim doesn't lose too hard for this, but they can still play with all darks, but it is a little bit weird for them when I have DP on the field or Dark Bull on the field plus this, plus Dark Angel, which is like really broken. But I only played one tier and I didn't draw this, so, but this card was really good. Probably the best card in my side deck. I drew this like a lot.
Did it ever come up where that card would conflict with you? Because like you also have like different attributes in your deck as well.
Yeah, but my ending board generally, if I draw it, is this, and they have this. So all darks, and I can kill them going on turn 3 with using all darks. I just don't summon the Stratos or anything like that. So it does conflict, but also I can I didn't have to do this, but I can DPE pop my own Gozen in their card if to kill them turn 3, but I usually like to keep it up so I don't get nibbed. That's the really broken part of these cards, is that of course you can get nib turn 1, but turn 3 nib for this deck sometimes is even worse than turn 1 nib. So this and Rivalry allowing you to play your turn 3 freely without worrying about anything like that, definitely super beneficial, which is why I think these cards are so good in this deck. And that's it. That's the deck.
Alright. So tell me a little bit like about your matchups. Like, what did you play against exactly? You said you played one tier? I
played one tier. I played a bunch of Sprite. I think like 4 of the matchups were Sprite. 1 was tier. 1 was Scareclaw. And 1 was Math Mech. That was my matchups.
Okay. None of them like felt like overwhelming or anything like that. Like no. Like none of them were like a bad matchup to you?
No, Sprite's not terrible. Tier's a good matchup for me, but I didn't play any of it. The Runic cards kind of mess up my deck a little bit, but if they have Dark Angel, they can't even activate any of them, so that's usually really nice if they are playing them, and I am able to get to this. They don't get to play their spell cards anyway, which helps a lot. And yeah, the only match I lost today, yesterday, was because of I lost a dice roll. And against Scythelock Sprite, so.
Fair enough. Going forward with the new meta that's about to come out with Darkwing Blast and DSCs, you said, you think there's any changes you would make?
I definitely think that the Darkwing Blast stuff is really scary to play against, because if they are playing the Dragon Link stuff, they have their deck inherently plays quick DD Crows, and these cards are so important to play through my combos. And if they're smart, they can just banish all of these.
I got you. All right. Well, that was Blake DAUTERIVE with his hero deck profile. Any shout out you want to give?
Shout out to Eric for driving. Shout out to Megan for coming. Shout out to my girlfriend Lauren. Shout out to Matt and Eli for being sacrifices. And shout out to the newest Game and Hobby locals, all of y'all. And of course, shout out to Luck&Chuck. Thank y'all for the deck profile.
Thank you for coming through, man. Peace out.
Of course.